wanted to see what y'all's best barbecue shirt ideas were. There was a lot of them.
A lot of AI-generated stuff with you in it.
Wait a minute.
There was one that's going to haunt me in my nightmares forever, I think.
Is it Malcom?
Malcom as a
pinup
girl, yeah.
That would creep me out. That is not good. Jill likes that too much. I don't know if y'all saw this one, but it's just imagine this ugly mug on a pinup model's body. You talk about scared kids.
You know,
can you see that like on one of those old World War II planes? You know how they put sitting there cocked up, my head on it.
Somebody put it on a grill, a Weber kettle.
It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny at all.
Welcome to Malcolm Reed's How to Barbecue Right, a podcast where we talk about barbecue, share recipes, and discuss all things delicious. And now, here's your host, Malcolm and Rochelle Reed.
Hey, welcome back to the How to Barbecue Right podcast. I'm your host, Malcolm Reed, joined by my lovely, talented wife, Miss Southern Shell, right across from me. Tyler over here. You got a camera on you today?
What up?
There we go. But, yeah, what's going on, folks?
Not much.
What's happening in the world of How to Barbecue Right?
Well, this weekend, we will be at the Circle and Square Brewery in Oxford, Mississippi.
Has it been a year?
Yes.
We did that a year ago, and it was a blast.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We'll be passing out free pulled pork sandwiches, no purchase needed.
I think we drank them out of that beer. We went the full ride. That's good. That's a dang good beer.
They do have some good beers.
Yeah, I wonder what they got new. I hadn't even looked.
We'll find out Saturday.
Yeah, but no, if y'all are in the Oxford area from 11 to 2.
11 to 2.
Yeah, we're going to be down there at the Circle and Square Brewery right outside. I guess we'll be outside. They probably won't. If it's hot, they're going to let me come inside.
They'll always let you come inside. Somebody's got to be out there
somebody's got to be out there making sandwiches. But yeah, we're going to have a bunch of pulled pork. We're going to do some sandwiches. We might have a few other little things to snack on. We got some ideas. But yeah, that's going to be fun. There's also, I think there's something else going on in Oxford too.
Oh, it's a margarita. It's National Margarita Day Saturday.
No way.
I think.
Is it really?
Heck yeah.
That's one of my favorite days. I thought those were Thursdays. What's today? Oh, it's Thursday.
National Margarita.
Oh, no.
It's just regular Margarita Day.
Never mind. National Margarita Day is in February.
What? It's National Margarita Day in Oxford.
Yeah, they're having some big margarita festival in Oxford.
Citywide Margarita Day. Yeah, that's all I saw. I was like, man. Well, I was looking to see is there anything going on to see how big the crowd's going to be to kind of gauge how much pulled pork we might need. But then they got this margarita thing. I'm sure there's taco trucks and all kinds of stuff going on there. So
swing by, get you a beer and a free pulled pork sandwich.
And then go get you a margarita. Man, that's a day right there. That is a day.
I feel like we might need to send a notice to all the frat houses or something. College kids love free
barbecue.
Free food.
I don't know if they moved in yet.
Oh,
yeah,
school. That's right.
Yeah, it should be starting here. I mean, it ought to be close.
I know our resident college kid starts at the end of August.
Yeah, that's what I figure most of them go back with. It's got to be soon because the first football games are like that last weekend of August. So, but yeah, come to Oxford this weekend if y'all are in the area.
You'll be there?
I'll be there. I'll be there from 11 to 2.
I'll be there.
Then I'm going to have
Tyler will be there.
I'm going to go have a margarita somewhere.
What's the best Mexican restaurant in Oxford, do you know?
Probably, I mean, the El Charros were, when I was in school there, that was the spot.
How many years ago has that been?
I wasn't that long, just a few.
You know what Malcolm got in the mail this weekend?
No. Did you bring that?
No, I threw it away.
I am stoked. I've been waiting a long time for that.
He got his AARP membership.
They sent me the thing. It's like, no, I don't have it yet. You got to pay to get it, I think. They're just trying to shake me down for some money, but I was like, man, what discounts do I get? Because, do I get the early bird everywhere? And
yeah, we're early bird.
Discount, yeah. Yeah, but see, here's the kicker. Your spouse gets it too. And so I was like, oh, you're getting yours 5 years early, Shell. You're getting yours 5 years early.
5 years. It's more like
4.
10 or 15.
Okay, that's right.
I just liked it.
Y'all chime in and let me know if that AARP membership is worth it. Anybody that's old as I am.
I just loved how it said.
I just told you it was official. I can now retire. Once that comes, you got the green light. All you got to do is Gonna let everybody know it's time to retire.
It was just this big thing that says, "Welcome to the 50s Club, Malcolm." I do kind of want to frame that and hang that up.
It's happening next week.
So anyway, yeah, we'll be in Oxford Saturday, 11 a.m., 2 p.m., Circle and Square Brewery.
Yes, we will. You know, we got another brewery event coming up. It's
end of October.
It's in October. It's in October. So we still got another
that's
month and a half for that one.
Arkansas.
We'll start talking about that when we get closer.
Yeah.
That's a cool brewery, too. If you've never been to Mountain Home, Arkansas, man, that's a pretty sweet little square deal they got there, little restaurants.
I love the little local breweries. They usually have a really cool environment and good beer. And
yeah, I do wish they sold more domestics. That can make one that tastes like Miller Lite. I'm not the fancy beer guy. You know, I mean, you can have a few of them, but if it comes down to it, I'm going for that ice cold solid gold.
You know, they hate it when people like us come in like,
oh yeah,
what do you got that tastes the most like
Miller Lite? Yeah. Then they look at you like you just like you're inferior, taster inferior.
I found out that
you just like your beer to taste like water. That's usually what they tell me. I mean, I like water too.
I found out that you say, "What is your gold ale?" Like, I feel like that's pretty close, but it makes you sound fancy.
Oh, okay. So that's what you call it, golden ale, gold ale,
or your blonde ale, either one, golden ale or your blonde.
I have to remember that.
So I thought I was looking for a lager.
It tastes like real juniper or something. Yeah. It's kind of like bitterness to it. That's what I end up with. I'm like, with me, it's kind of like you drink one of them, you suffer through it, and the second one's it's not as bad. But when you get to the third one. Oh, it's you can drink it then, but then it's like that stuff's usually like what 6-7%. It's way more than the domestics.
That's another reason to drink it.
Yeah, it gives me a headache.
I always thought you asked for lager because it says a Great American. Oh, it's Pilsner, Great American Pilsner. Whatever.
You could say Pilsner too, I would assume, and that would.
I'm not a beer fish. I mean, I like Miller Lite. It tells you I'm not a beer snob.
I just know that usually gets me in the ballpark when I say
yeah.
Blonde ale. Okay, I'll remember that, Tyler.
So this week you did a salmon recipe?
I did, and y'all know the fish is not my forte, but I have got the salmon down. Do you know what I attribute learning how to cook salmon right from, or what device?
Air fryer.
My air fryer. That's the same technique. So when I've done salmon recipes in the past, I never really cranked the heat up enough. And on a pellet grill, it works great because you're moving so much airflow with that fan and they're stoking there, and there's a lot of airflow moving in that pellet grill, kind of simulates that air fryer environment. Well, when you crank that dude up, getting into 375, 400 degree range, it just cooks it perfect. And I think, what did I run that one on that day, Tyler? Was it like 375?
375, 400.
Yeah, 400. It was right in that.
I thought it was 400, yeah.
I'm not real crazy about running my pellet grills up that high. I do it for fish and I do it for chicken wings, and that's about it. I don't usually crank it because that's how I start fire. That's how I start them. But it works perfect. It moves the air. The salmon gets a nice crust on it. And, man, we're not anywhere near where there's good fresh salmon. I'll go to Kroger.
They have pretty good at Kroger.
Yeah. I don't buy it out of the case in the middle. I go to where the little fish, I guess you call it fishmonger at Kroger. It's the lady. That's the lady that sells me seafood.
It's the counter.
Yeah, the seafood counter. There you go. And they usually have salmon in there, and it may be the exact same salmon that's out there on the little styrofoam thing, but I just feel better when she has to. And I do ask her if, can I see a piece of that salmon? And I'll let her put it on the little thing. And all I do is do those smell tests.
Do you really?
Yeah. Because that's the trick. If it smells fishy, you don't want it.
Yeah.
And I'll say, I'm not eating salmon today, but you should get it and it just smells, like nothing almost. Don't really have a smell. That's a good salmon.
Have you ever said, no, I don't want that?
I hadn't had to.
Okay.
But the only reason why I do that is because one time I did get some and I didn't smell it and I got it home and it was cat food. I was like, I can't eat this. I did a recipe with that one time. It was so bad. I swallowed it, but I probably looked green when I did it. I was like, this ain't right. I didn't know any better. It was frozen salmon. I don't even know if it came out of the thing.
Yeah.
I don't buy frozen salmon anymore.
We used to buy
There was a time where my budget led me to buy frozen bags of fish at Aldi. I wanted to get some seafood. That's all I could afford. But now I can.
Now you're at the fish
now
counter.
I can get now I can get the fish out of the fish counter at Kroger. Moving on up in the world. But yeah. It's good. And so I put a little olive oil on it. Well, first.
When you go to pick it out, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for a fairly consistent thickness size piece. I mean, there's always going to be a little thin end on a piece of salmon, but that's okay because it gets crunchy good. But I just want a uniform piece. It's like, 6 to 8 ounce filet. I have bought the whole side and cut them into fillets myself, into the portions myself. Because I guess the big thing would be considered the filet, but the salmon's long, and so it'd be several pounds. You could get multiple of these portions that I do out of one filet. I bet you could get
I've
5
noticed
to 6.
When I go and buy it, it's the exact same cost per pound.
Yeah. Either buy the whole thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. They don't charge you anymore to cut it up. And they'll even remove the skin from you. Now, some people don't like the skin, but the way I cook it, I prefer that skin on there. One, it's protecting it and keeping the fish together. I think it keeps it juicier. And two, it just comes right off the skin.
Yeah.
Like when you get ready to eat it, I just end up with a little skin on the plate. I just get the fish off of it, the meat.
Oh, it's like
you eat the skin.
Off. Just the little crispy bits on the edges.
And it's perfectly fine to eat. Now, I don't scale it, so sometimes it does have some scales on it. Since I know I'm not going to eat it, I'm not messing with taking the scales off, but I usually feel along the piece of fish for any little pin bones that may have missed, because they do fillet it, but sometimes salmon will have these little bitty bones in it that you can feel like if you just kind of take the backside of a knife and just gently rake across the top, it'll make them stand up, and you can grab them with a paper towel and pull them out. They don't always have them, but sometimes they do, so I always check.
You always check?
Always check. So then I got my grill up to temp, 400 degrees. I take a little light coat of olive oil and just put it over the fish and kind of rub it in with my hand. And I like to season it with the Cajun season. I use my King Crawl. I've used the Bayou. I've used Tony's. I've used all kinds of Cajun seasons, but I just like that flavor on it. I think it's good. I mean, you could go with whatever you want. If you want to go barbecue style, you could use a rub. I've done that before. You could use whatever you want.
You could just use like an AP or
salt, pepper, simple, depending on what you want to do with it. But this one, I just like that Cajun flavor. And most of the time, we cook this usually for dinner once a week. We'll try to eat some fish.
Yeah.
And then that's all I do to it. I run it in the air fryer because it's fast. It takes I think I put it on 13 minutes after it's heated up for 5. And then I'm looking to get that internal temperature to 135. That's the perfect temp to where it's done enough for me, but it still has a ton of moisture and it's not overcooked. It doesn't you might see a little, I would say when you cook salmon all the way done, it kind of starts turning white. This one still has some pink look to it, and I like that. It's juicier and it's completely safe to eat. There's nothing wrong with it. And what would that temp be? I guess medium. 135. And
I don't know.
I consider it done.
Yeah.
I don't know what the USDA recommendation is on salmon, but 135 is done to me, and that's where I take it to. And so, in the air fryer, it's so small, it only takes 13 to 15 minutes, and I use my thermopin to check it. On the grill, it took a little bit longer, just because it soaked so much more air, and I was still going by temp.
It's still right at that 17-minute mark.
So when I get my fish seasoned up, I kind of set it to the side. I got my grill outside heating up, coming up to 400. That's when I'm going to make my glaze. Now, I don't always put a glaze on it because we try to eat a little healthier, not keep the sugar down. But this glaze is sweet. It has a balsamic, it's balsamic vinegar, which has a sweetness to it, and then has honey in it. And that's really what adds
that's pretty much it
to it.
I mean,
I use the white parts of some green onions, a little garlic, saute that, add my balsamic, add my honey. It's going to be kind of watery a little bit. Reduce that down by half. It takes 7-8 minutes. It's not long on about medium heat in a pot. Just stir it. And I just do it to where I can start dragging the spoon through it. And you can tell it's reduced some, but it's thickened up a little bit. It'll kind of make a little path in the sauce. That's what you're looking for. I don't know the exact way to tell you that the glaze, it just looks like a glaze. Yeah,
it reduces by half.
And then if you do that ahead of time before you cook the fish, it's sitting there at room temperature. Once it starts cooling, it's going to thicken up a little bit too. So the cook process, once my glaze is done, sitting on the counter, kind of cooling off, my grill's stabilized, and it takes, I would say, 20, 30 minutes to get it up to 400 and get it stabilized.
That's what takes the longest.
Yeah, because the fish has been sitting there air drying, and as it sits out, it starts pulling some of that moisture. It gets kind of dry. It's not real slick looking on the outside. That's what you want. And so I set it on my grill at 400 degrees, And usually what I'll do is I'll just set a timer. I know that this salmon should be about 15 minutes to get it to 135 where I want it. And I want to get it, I would say 85% of the way done before I glaze it. So I set me a timer for about 12 minutes. That's getting me most of the way there. And then once it hits, I'll check that internal temperature. And I want it to be just north of 125. If it's 125, that's fine. You're going to get those last 10 degrees.
What if it's 120?
You need to give it another minute or two.
Okay.
You don't want to see, and the reason being, with this glaze in particular, any sweet, if it's a glaze, it's sweet. At 400 degrees, you're going to get some caramelization fast. And so you don't want it to burn or to give you like a bitter flavor on it. And you don't want that bitter flavor. You want it just to be, the hint of balsamic, a hint of this honey with the seasoning. It's perfect glaze for salmon. And so 12 minutes, it's about 125 to 127. I brush that glaze over it at that point, knowing I only got about 3 minutes left. Shut the grill back down and don't do nothing for 3 minutes. Let it go that full 15 and then check it. And take your probe. And I really, with the salmon, instead of just going straight to the top, I'll get midways of the thickest part of that fillet and hit it from the side. That's how I like to do it. And that way I can tell what the true core temp is. And once I see 135, it's off. And, those fillets aren't exactly the equal same size, every one of them. So they're going to be different. So just know to watch them. But you want to catch it before that glaze starts to over caramelize. It'll tack over. It'll slick over real quick and start getting, it'll start looking real good, like the picture. And man, and once it does, there's really not a rest to eat it. Like it's hot, but by the time you get it off the grill and you put it on plate and you throw you some green beans on there, maybe some rice or something, and it's ready to go. You don't have to give it like 7 minutes to rest. It'll be juicy, and it almost takes on a bacony flavor. And I don't know if it's the fat in the salmon, because salmon's a fatty fish. It's not like pockets of fat, like marbling, like we think, but it's a fatty fish, and it has this. I don't know. It's like smoked salmon to me does it too. It takes on a porkiness or like a baconiness. And that's what I like about it. I used to say I didn't like salmon until I figured out how to cook it like that. Now it's on our regular rotation.
I love that salmon. And I like it better without the glaze. Like I like it just king crawl. I like that dry crust.
Because it gets crunchy.
Yeah. And I don't like the sweetness. A lot of people do. Anyway.
So you would prefer it without glaze?
I like it yeah. I mean, the glaze is good. Don't get me wrong. But I like the just dry rub.
A lot of times what I'll do when I just do it like at home, just with like the Cajun seasoning, right as it comes out and on the plate, I'll squeeze a little wedge of lemon over it, just give it a citrus pop. And man, that brings out those flavors and it goes with the crunchiness of it. And it's good. And my favorite part's not the thick piece, like the
I like little tail.
I like where it tails off because that gets so crunchy and you get all that flavor. It's just a good bite.
And when you say crunchy, it's like the outside, the top is crunchy.
Yeah, it's almost like a bark.
Yeah,
almost like a bark.
But the inside is juicy and flaky and flavorful. See, when I go to a restaurant and I see salmon on the menu, I'm not ordering it.
I don't ever order it
because I know it's going to be dry and bland,
overcooked.
Yeah.
The only way, like, I'll get smoked salmon at a restaurant, like for brunch or something like that, because it's real thin. It's usually pretty good, and they'll do it on a bagel with cream cheese. I'm all right.
With capers,
eggs Benedict with smoked salmon. That's one of my favorite things. But I'm coming around to it where I used to have told you, man, you can keep all that. I wouldn't want to eat that salmon for nothing. But when you learn how to cook it, it's really good.
So, are we going to start adding different fish to the repertoire?
Yeah, I mean, so well.
You've always been like, eh.
I cook. I mean, like when we go snapper fishing, I usually cook that redfish. I love to go redfish fishing. I'm trying to think of others. I mean, like mahi's really good. There's a bunch of fish I like. I'm not super comfortable cooking all of it. Like I can cook it on the half shell on a grill. You can't hardly mess a piece of fish up like that. That's how I do snapper.
I do like
how I do redfish. How I do all those. I want the skin left on it so I can butter it up, season it up. I don't have to worry about sticking to the grill. I don't flip it. I just let it roll till it's done. I know some people flip it down and then flip it back over. I don't usually do that.
When we make those, is it snapper tacos that you would make?
Yeah.
We'd bring back. How did you cook those?
They're just on the half shell.
Okay.
So I would just season them up with usually some king crawl and butter. I would, instead of doing olive oil, I would melt butter, put it over them, and then dust them with king crawl. Put them on like the Weber grills. That's usually what we have when we're down on the coast. And then kind of two's on fire. I don't put them directly over it because, and then just let it cook till it's done.
And then you just pull it off and that's what we make.
And I've always with.
Because that's
the
really
fish
good.
wants to flake. That's when it's done. And salmon will do the same thing. And when you used to see recipes and it's like, oh, cook it till it flakes, or you watch somebody do it. Well, I wanted to know what temperature it is because I'm all, I'm going to use my thermal pan. And it was 135. So that's usually what I'm looking for. No matter if it's a lobster tail, a scallop, a piece of snapper, piece of salmon, I'm going 135. Shrimp, 135.
I'm not a big fan of scallops, but you used to do one recipe. I think you and Andy used to do it for a contest.
In paper?
Was it scallop and paper?
Yeah.
That was delicious.
I think I've got an old video of that where you take parchment paper and you make this little bundle. And man, it has, you put the tomato, you put some vegetables, herbs in there with it. You put lemon, butter, and those big diver scallops. And they taste like lobster when they come out, man. It just melts in your mouth and all that goodness.
See, if a scallop melts.
I've had those in a long time.
I know. If a scallop melts in your mouth, it's good. But you go just a little bit too long.
Yeah. And it turns into rubber.
Yeah.
It's like calamari. It's chewy.
Yeah.
Overcooked scallop's terrible. But when it's cooked perfect, man, it's as fine as lobster to me.
Yeah. You also did a broccoli salad recipe.
That was your recipe.
I know.
That's one of, I don't know if I ever had that till I met you. And
no, we used to go for lunch at some restaurant in Midtown, and it was like a sandwich shop.
Bogies.
And they had a broccoli salad, and you were like, "This is so good." You brought me some home.
That's where it came from, huh?
I can make this better.
Oh, man, it was good, but it's super simple. How many cups of broccoli would you say?
I have no idea.
I think it was like 3 crowns. And I mean, I don't know, they're Aldi crowns.
It depends on how big of a broccoli salad
you want to make. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, you need to do some fresh broccoli. You can buy the flowerets, but you need to trim the stemmy parts off, but you don't want to trim it to where I've had broccoli salad where it all falls apart. You don't want that.
No.
It's got to be a bite of broccoli. Like I would say quarter size bite. That's a perfect size piece, a little quarter.
But some people leave it too big.
Yeah. And that's
it's not enjoyable.
Yeah.
Some people cut it too small. So you got to get it just right.
So you take.
That's the hardest part of that recipe.
About, I won't say a half a red onion, probably be like a third of a red onion, finely diced. Then you take golden raisins, and then you cook you a pack of bacon, and it's crispy, and you chop it up. That's the healthy part.
You don't have to put that much bacon in it.
No, it needs the pack of bacon. Pack of bacon. I'd say probably half a cup of golden raisins, quarter cup of diced up red onion, and then all your broccoli. And then separate. Now, if you're making this a day ahead, you could do all that, put it in a Ziploc bag, and put that in the refrigerator. You don't mix anything with it. Perfectly fine. The next day, and it's better if you make this dressing the night before and let it sit the next day too, because the flavors come together. But the star of the show there is Blue Plate mayonnaise.
1 cup of Blue Plate mayonnaise.
Yep.
Half a cup of just granulated sugar.
Yep.
2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar.
That's all. You think it's a lot of vinegar. It's not. 2 tablespoons is all you need. So you put your sugar in a container, or put your mayonnaise in a container, put your sugar in there, put 2 tablespoons of vinegar, stir it up real good, and then let it sit in the refrigerator. It's got to come together. That's what's going to really dissolve. That if you don't, the sugar will be grainy. But if you let it sit, and if you let it sit overnight, it really does it. I don't know if it turns it into like a syrup or what. But man, it is a dressing.
It just comes together.
Yeah, you would almost think it's like a honey mustard, because you'd swear it had mustard in it because it turns yellow. Not bright yellow, but it has a honey mustard, like a O'Charlie's honey mustard look.
Yeah.
It has that look, but it doesn't. It's just the vinegar that did it to it. It doesn't have any mustard in it. And it's really, really good. It makes a good coleslaw dressing too. You can back the sugar back for coleslaw. You don't need that, but the broccoli needs it. So you got raisins.
That broccoli and that bacon need it.
Yeah, you got raisins, bacon, and sugar. That's what, and Blue Plate. That's the star of the show. I mean, that's it right there. But it's so good. So right before you're going to serve it's when you want to dress it. Because you don't want it to sit a long, long time because the broccoli will get soggy. You want it to still have a little crunch, sweet elements, bacon, nice. And the raisins is just a kicker. And I've seen people put other stuff in it. I've seen people add cheese. I've seen people put sunflower seeds, walnuts. But the real element's 4 things: broccoli, red onion, golden raisin, and bacon with the dressing. And people will beg you for that recipe when you bring it somewhere. People are like, oh, I don't eat broccoli. Man, how'd you make that broccoli so good? It's called sugar.
Sugar and bacon.
Sugar, bacon,
and Blue Plate,
And Blue Plate. Quality mayonnaise since 1927.
If you're choosing mayonnaise this weekend, make sure to choose Blue Plate. If you're choosing mayonnaise this weekend.
You're always choosing mayonnaise.
Man, speaking of mayonnaise, did y'all see that it was a BLT somebody did in the community? And let me see if I wrote down who did that. I don't know if I did.
I saw that.
Oh, picture. I didn't put the guy's name. I'm sorry about that.
It looked like he used hog jowl instead of bacon.
I'm pretty sure that was buckboard bacon.
Oh, what's buckboard bacon?
Like when they cure a pork butt, like bacon cure a pork butt, or just the what do we call that? The collar cut.
Yeah.
Collar trim, the money muscle and the tubes, and then they cure it and then slice it thin and you fry it. That's what it looked like to me. Now, it might have been hog jowl. I don't know. If it was hog jowl, hats off, because that's a genius idea. I've never made a hog jowl BLT, but you know what?
That's a good idea.
In the freezer. I'm doing that. Hold on. y'all got to pause for a second. Hog jowl BLT. Man. But yeah, this one, but he had cheese on it.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, I've never put cheese on BLT. I've lived almost 50 years. Almost. And I've never put cheese on a BLT. Have y'all ever had cheese on a BLT? I've had bacon on a grilled cheese and pickles. Dynamite. That's an old Sonic trick. Go to Sonic, order grilled cheese, add bacon and pickles. Man, it's good. But I've never put bacon on a BLT. I guess it's BLTC.
BLTC.
See, I've had like club sandwiches.
Yeah, I love a club.
The cheese and stuff. So I guess something kind of similar, but it usually has like turkey or something.
Ham and turkey goes a club. Yeah. Mm. But I've never had a BLT with cheese. It can't be bad.
Lenny's does one where they put roast beef on the club.
Oh, yeah. That's
really good.
Club premium or something.
It's like Deluxe American Club
Deluxe
or
Club something. Yeah. Traditional club to me is ham, turkey, bacon.
Lettuce, tomato.
With the 3 pieces of bread.
Yeah.
It's like on square bread, but it's like triple stack like a Big Mac.
Yeah.
Like, who was it that used to do one? It was so good. It was McAllister's, I think. It's where I used to get they had the traditional style club. I think Jason's Deli does too.
Yeah, Jason's Deli had a good one when we used to live next door to a Jason's Deli.
The How to Barbecue Right podcast is brought to you by our friends at Primo Grills. Shell, did you know that Primo is the only ceramic grill made right here in the good old USA?
What? Are you telling me that Primo Grills are proudly crafted here in the USA, ensuring top-notch quality and support for local craftsmanship?
I sure am. Plus, Primo Grill not only delivers mouth-watering flavor, but because of their innovative oval design and superior ceramic construction, Primo Grills also gives you a ton of cooking versatility.
Whether you're smoking low and slow or searing a steak to perfection, Primo Grills gives you the consistent heat distribution for mouth-watering results every time.
What she said, y'all. Y'all visit PrimoGrill.com and check them out.
I got an update on the app.
Hey, this is breaking news right here. They should put this on Fox News. The app.
The app should be working completely properly now.
It's search for me.
With a search engine category.
Let me bust out my new camo skins cover on my phone. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to see if I put BLT in the app bar, what happens. BLT. Watch me not even have a BLT recipe.
You got a BLT burger. I know that.
Oh, yeah. BLT burger. There we go.
See? It's working.
It's working. It is working.
I did have someone email me like a week or two ago.
Smoked pork belly, garlic butter filet. I got to quit looking at this app.
I did have someone email me a week or two ago and basically said if we don't fix the app, they're going to have to find a new pitmaster to follow.
Man, it was all of their barbecue was hinging on that app. That's some power right there now.
My gosh.
That's a bold threat.
I hit reply and then said, you know what? No.
Man, the app didn't search. You can't. I'm done with you.
Sorry, my free app didn't work. Yeah. I am sorry. It's been a...
But it works now? For now.
It has been a challenge, but I think we're good to go.
I don't think this is forever. It's not how apps work. Watch when they force us to do an update because they change the Apple program or whatever, and then it's going to be all back to square one.
If you see me wandering down Main Street in my nightgown,
because the
app's gone back down.
App's down. That was a big change. That's been on your list to do for weeks and months and half a year and a long time.
Yeah, it's been dealing with a lot of people because I don't know what I'm doing. So anyway.
Back up and running.
We're back up and running.
It'll search.
These things seem like they're like super mainstream to, I think, the casual person. Like, you just turn the search on, but it's never that easy.
Yeah, it's just a box. Right? No, there's not just a box you check. Don't get me wrong. I don't know how they do it. They've got training.
Well, it was like, we want to add this. Oh, and they're like, oh, yeah, no problem. Wait, you got to fix this first. And then you got to fix that. And they're like, oh, wait, you got to fix this first.
It's like government worker dealing with an insurance company. You got to go here. You got to go there. You got to get this one.
It's a domino effect. Yeah. Okay, so we have a contest in the community.
We sure did.
Which one?
You want to
explain? Is it over?
Tyler?
So it's all over. So we were giving away a Green Mountain Grill Ledge Prime 2.0. We've done 3 weeks of giveaways with Green Mountain Grill, so shout out Green Mountain Grill. Y'all have been awesome. But our week 3 has come to an end. And so what we asked for this time was we want to see what y'all's best barbecue shirt ideas were. And there was a lot of them.
What's it?
There was a lot.
Good.
A lot of AI-generated stuff with you in it.
Wait a minute. Now, I saw the Blues Brothers one. I like that one. That was a good one.
There was one that's going to haunt me in my nightmares forever, I think.
Is it Malcom?
Malcom as a
pinup
girl, yeah.
That one creeped me out.
I had to send that one to everybody I know.
I said, no, that is not good.
But there was a lot of y'all.
Shell likes that too much. I don't know if y'all saw this one, but it's pretty horrendous.
I saw her calling a tattoo artist earlier.
Just imagine this ugly mug on a pinup model's body. You talk about scared kids.
You know how
Can you see that like on one of those old World War II planes? You know how they put sitting there cocked up, my head on it.
Somebody put it on a grill. A Weber kettle.
It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny at all.
So, anyway.
Yeah, there was a lot of y'all. And first of all, shout out to everybody that participated. We appreciate it. These giveaways are awesome. It gives us something to talk about in the podcast. But I went ahead and spun the wheel before we started. So our winner of the Ledge Prime 2.0 is Mike Halvorsen. So shout out, Mike.
Congratulations, Mike. And what did he win?
He won a Ledge Prime 2.0 and then everything you need to get to cooking. So we're going to be sending you some stuff. Green Mountain Grill is going to be sending you over the grill. But that was just random. We did that by I have a little spin the wheel app that I use, but I also want to pick out some of my honorable mentions.
I got a bunch too.
So I'll, I guess, start with the first one, then we can kind of go back and forth here. But Mike Afonso, it was a shirt with a picture of Malcom grilling some ribs on it. And it says, "Wait until I show her my snake method."
Oh, yeah.
That one's pretty good.
Snake method.
Darren, seriously awesome barbecue. No mistake about it.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cute.
Yeah.
There was one, Jeremy Kastman. It says, "I probably should have cleaned my pellet grill." And it's like,
I love that one.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
It's like a burned up t-shirt.
Yeah. Singed.
Probably should have cleaned my pellet grill. That's good. Keegan, I turned grills on.
Nicholas Holland says, "I survived the pellet grill fire of 2025. I think if you just put an ambiguous date on there, I'm sure everybody's got a story at this point.
Justin, risk it for the brisket.
That's a good one.
Mike Alfonso had a few that I liked. So this one was, I think it's a picture of a hot dog. It says chubbin', rubbin', and grubbin'.
Yeah.
That might be a chub of bologna.
Oh, that's right. That is chub of bologna.
Chubbin', rubbin', chubbin', rubbin', and grubbin'.
A lot of innuendos.
It's men. That's how we talk to each other.
Lucas, I turned vegans into believers.
Converting vegans. I like that.
Converting vegans since
one vegan at a time.
1975.
Yeah.
This one's a good one for the shop. So it is, I think Chippin' spelled wrong, but this one's Chippin', Dippin', and Sippin' in Hernando, Mississippi, Mexican barbecue.
I want to make those up for La Siesta or something.
Yeah.
Just drop them off.
I need one of those to wear when I go to Thursday night. Thursdays. It's margarita night.
That's just what we're going to call it. What is it? Chippin', Dippin', and Sippin'?
Chippin',
Dippin', and Sippin'. Man, you can't beat that.
CDS.
Yeah.
That doesn't roll off your tongue, but Ryan, he never trusts a skinny pitmaster.
That one's always
that one's always a classic.
That's classic.
My last one is Eric
trick.
Justin Bates, just because it has to be. But it's a shirt. A guy holding it looks like a burnt brisket. It says it would have been better with blue plate. Everything's always better with blue plate.
Better with blue plate.
Ryan said, "Make grilling great again."
Yeah.
Glenn said, "Blue plate spoon liquor."
Spoon liquor.
And then underneath put tater salad, slaw, white barbecue sauce, corn dip, pasta salad. We lick it all.
We lick it all.
Pat says, "I like it hot and sticky." Kevin did one. It was a cool image of a Miller Lite can, like turned sideways to look like a smoker. I thought that was
that's
pretty
cool.
good.
Yeah. Have the legs on it and everything.
Yeah. AI does some heck of work.
I think most people in this contest used AI and really surprised me with a couple of the outcomes.
Oh, you could probably tell it, generate me 20 t-shirt ideas for around barbecue and how to barbecue. Right? They would just spit some out.
Jason.
That might be cheesy. But.
Jason said, when you boil ribs, the terrorists win. Sean did certified vegan recovery counselor. I thought that was pretty good. This is one of my favorite. Sherry, just do one that says my face group designed this t-shirt. Jerry did one with had a wiener dog strutting with shades on, and it just says low and slow.
That's good. Does he have a hot dog bun on? Because that'd be cool. If I get a wiener dog, I want to name him Brat. Bratwurst.
That's hilarious.
Ron says he actually owns this shirt, and when he wears it out in public, people either say, "I love your shirt," or give him dirty looks.
Oh, what is it?
I rub my meat before I stick it in.
You got to. I thought everybody knew that. You think you're just raw dogging meat on the grill? You got to put something on it.
Jeremy.
At least salt and pepper, right?
Oh, that was I should have claimed my pellet grill.
Those are some good ones. Those are some really good ones. We appreciate everybody participating.
Some of these honorable mentions, we're going to be shooting you over a gift basket, so check your DMs for a message from Tyler Caravallo, and I will also be making a post on the community, so y'all will see that. But
and we've got some more planned giveaways, so y'all just keep tuning in for them. Do you have an idea just a loose idea what the next one's going to be?
Yeah, so y'all will start seeing the videos here pretty soon about what it is, but we're giving away a Gorilla Pyro.
Oh, that's the pizza oven. Yeah,
pizza oven.
I've been playing with. I'd say I've been playing with. I've been using it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that thing will flat cook too.
So y'all be on the lookout for that. Where that one's going to kind of kick off our, I would say, like football season series. So y'all be on the lookout for that sometime late August.
Pizza,
but yeah,
that's pizzas. I'm excited to try some different stuff in it.
Like what?
Well, I'm going to try to sear steak on a pizza grill. I know it'll do it.
Like in a cast iron?
Yep. That.
I wonder if you could do
scallops. Oh, I guarantee you could do that salmon in there. I bet that salmon would rock. I got to try that too. I got some dessert ideas I want to do on it. And then
I want you to do a cookie skillet.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that. But anyway, it's pretty cool. It's like a countertop pizza grill that runs off pellets. So you're actually getting some wood flavor on stuff, as opposed to just a gas one. So y'all keep an eye out for that.
What you got?
Oh, I just had some community stuff, but we'll get to that at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, I did do man, I wanted to talk about that Melon Mojito.
Okay.
That drink was like the drink of summer. I was
You
just
love that.
I mean, really the only thing watermelon I've really ever done is kind of like watermelon margarita, because we had a contest here at the shop doing that, and they're good, but man, when I took the watermelon and I just kind of muddled it like when you do a mojito, it's usually some quarter lime, some mint leaves, some sugar cubes, and you muddle it up. Well, I took watermelon chunks and then mint and then some lime and muddled that all up really good, then added simple syrup. And then I went with Bacardi, just a white rum. And that's all it was. And I topped it off with just a little bit of club soda at the end. Like, you take it, muddle it up real good, stir it up, put it over ice, give it a good stir, put your club soda in there, garnish it with the watermelon, maybe another sprig of mint, something like that. You talk about a refreshing, not too sweet, not too watermelony. It was just a really, really good mojito. And mojito is something that I don't ever think about drinking them unless, one, I'm in the Caribbean, or two, it's summertime, because it's not something you drink in the the fall or the spring and the winter. But before it starts cooling off, y'all need to make some while it's watermelon season. Try the watermelon mojito. That is a delicious drink.
I want to try it because I didn't try it when you made it.
No, it was it's morning. So here I am pounding two of them, getting my head right at 11 a.m.
You enjoyed the heck out of that film sheet that day.
Heck yeah. I like it when I get that. Could you imagine like having to do 2 or 3 drink videos in a day? You'd be sloshed. Because I don't want to just pour them out, That's why I make them big ones too. That one I just made the pint glass. I'm glad I didn't, because I probably would have drank a whole gallon of it.
I remember leaving your house when you made the Borg and being like, I wonder if he's going to drink all of that tonight.
The Borg was in a milk jug, so it went in the refrigerator. I think, you know who I think drank that? When our nieces came. It was like, oh, you made a Borg. They're college kids, so I guess that's what they're drinking. I did see something, and I kind of want one. And what's the tea that's in all the grocery stores? Milo's tea. They came out with like this, it looks like a ski jacket for a gallon of tea. Like it's basically a koozie that fits in a gallon, but you put it on there and you zip it up, and it's got these. And I said, man, they missed the boat. That's a Borg jacket right there. You make your gallon of whatever you're drinking, put it in that thing, and it keeps it cool.
That's a good idea. Yeah. You can mix up all kinds of.
Oh yeah, I was thinking even with the Milos, just make Arnold Palmer or whatever. What do you call them then at that point?
Yeah, did they become John Daly's at that point?
Yeah, that's John Daly. Big John Daly. I'm gonna make that. That's a good one. It is the FedEx St. Jude Classic this weekend.
It is, yeah. In the community, Jamie did something I thought was a great idea. He did a birria steak and cheese.
I had that on my list to talk about. That looks so good.
Such a good idea. He took birria meat and basically just made a Philly cheesesteak
with it. Yeah. Why couldn't you? You do it right there on the flat top.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you cook that stuff ahead of time anyway, and it's, just so you take it out of all the juice, throw it on the flat top, let it start getting crunchy a little bit, smother it with cheese. You get to have some peppers and onions.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
just like fajita vegetables going on the side. Mix that with it, throw it on the roll, and then have your consomme on the side to dip it in. Just like some au jus. Man, that's good.
Yes.
You know it is.
I was like, man, that is a good idea.
So, I think it's La Siesta. No, what's the Guadalajara? The Mexican restaurant in Hernando called Guadalajara. They have birria tacos on the menu.
Yeah, they're very good.
But they also do a torta with it, and I've never ordered it. But I wonder if it would.
We said we were going to order a bunch of tortas
and bring
for everybody to try for lunch one day, and we just hadn't done it. We got a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah,
we're supposed to go to the Baines barbecue in Memphis. Mm-hmm. So I got a couple questions for you.
All right.
Jamie asks, I've always cooked bone-in pork butt. but I have 2 boneless butts that I want to smoke. Do I need to tie them up?
If we got them at Costco.
Do they normally do boneless?
That's the only place I know to get them.
Do I tie them up whole? If I lay them out, will that affect the cooking time? What should he do?
I mean, I've cooked them. I never really noticed they cook any faster. I always try to just bunch them up the best I could. Yeah, you could tie them if you want to. Anytime you make it more compact, it's going to take it a little bit longer. When it's all stretched out, it's going to cook a little bit faster. And so, yeah, I would say
bunch them up.
Yeah, bunch them up, cook them normal. Tie them if you want to. They're going to do fine. They're good. I don't know, man. So it's just something about it. I was buying them one time for the money mussels. Like we cooked those because I didn't really care about the rest of the butt, but you could see them in the pack. They had a really good money mussel. So we would cook 2 of those, 2 of the boneless ones for money mussels. And then we would cook 2 whole pork butts for the rest of the stuff. But then
that was for competition.
Yeah, that was for comps. And then there were some comps where there was a trim that got pretty popular where it was like almost like a deconstructed pork butt. You deboned it and you rolled it out and then you flipped it up to where the money mussel would lay on top. And so there's a lot of people that were cooking them like that for a while. So I've seen a bunch of different styles of it, but they cook fine.
No big concern.
No big concern. Just watch your internals. I mean, it's all the muscles will be like they're separated a little bit. I don't know. It's like when I cook one at home, I don't want to do overnight butter or something. I just prefer the bone in it. It just seems like it's juicier. And I don't know, the meat around that, the bone does give it some flavor. Just the way stuff's cooking out of it, that meat right up against that bone's good. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just I think I prefer bone in no matter what.
James, he's going camping next week, but he found out at the campsite he's at he can't have fires, charcoal grills, pellet grills, nothing.
What do you cook?
Gas-powered camp stoves are allowed, and that's it.
You can't have I would get the flat top, gas-powered flat top.
Ooh, yeah.
And that's opening up. Man, you can do whatever you want. You could do steak. You could do tacos. You could do smash burgers. You could do Philly cheesesteaks. You could do the birria cheesesteak. All that.
Great breakfast.
I mean, it's no different than a camp stove. It's, I know you don't even need but the 17-inch one.
Yep.
That's what I would do.
And they're like $89. Like,
yeah, they're cheap.
Not at all.
Yeah. That's what I would use. Sky's the limit on that. You could do all kinds of stuff.
You can put those hot dogs on it and just kind of
slow roll them. Slow roll dog.
Where did we see somebody saying that you need to boil the hot dogs first?
I was scrolling and showed it to you. It was this dude with the big old walrus mustache, some blue glasses. It looked like he knew what he was talking about. He had a big giant, like New York style dog. And he said he never just grills or puts his dogs on a flat top first. Because he says it takes too long for them to cook, so the outside usually gets scorched up or whatever, blistered up before the inside gets to where he wants it. So he cooks them in water first, which is a boil or steam, I guess, or a bowl. And then he takes them out of the water and then throws them on the grill or the flat top to get the out. And they don't take near as long to do that to get the outside to where he wants them. So it makes I hadn't tried it.
They were juicier and more flavorful.
I've ate many bulldogs. It's my least, well, no, it ain't my least favorite way.
What's your least favorite way?
Microwave. And I've done that too. My favorite way? Man, that's a tough one. Probably a smoked dog on the pellet grill or a smoker.
Yeah.
Because they take on another element of flavor and the outside gets kind of, I like it to be taut or it has a snap to it. And to me, that does that, and you'd never get that out of a bulldog. A bulldog's not snappy at all.
Mm-mm.
But you take that combo, the bulldog to the slow roll on a flat top or on a grill, could get down with that. You probably wouldn't want to boil them and then put them on the smoker because it'd be way overcooked.
I told James.
Can you overcook? Yeah, you can overcook a hot dog.
Heck yeah.
Most of the time they burn up.
I told James to go ahead and pre-cook some pork butts or pulled chickens, vacuum seal them up, take them with him.
Can you do that, though? Are they going to do a meat inspection? Are they going to let you?
This isn't a cook. He's just camping.
I thought it was a cook-off at a...
No, he's just going camping.
Yeah, that's what I'd do. Heck, I mean, if I was going to do that and I wanted barbecue and stuff, I'd cook some pork butts and take me a little sous vide. And
yeah.
I got water and something plugged up. That ain't no open fire, and it's going to heat it all back up for that. That'd be fun. I thought y'all were talking about. I thought I read it as he was having a cook-off at a campsite that only allowed camp stoves.
No. He's just going camping. So he could pre-cook some stuff. Yeah. But the flat top idea is probably the best.
You cook breakfast on it. You could heat up anything on it. The sky's the limit on what you can do with one of them.
Grilled cheese. I've been doing
and that little one runs off green bottles, so it ain't like you're taking a big, 25-pound bottle. Take a couple of those green bottles and a little flat top and a sous vide thing. Man, you cook for an army.
Michael was complaining this summer about having just white bread sandwiches. I call them white bread sandwiches because it's just white bread, mayonnaise, mustard, meat, cheese. And he's like, ugh. So I'm like, let me put this on a flat top for you.
Oh, I thought he was wanting like fancy sourdough or something.
No, but I started putting it on the flat top for him and kind of like grilled cheese in it.
Oh yeah, then he liked it.
Yeah,
everything turned into a schmelt.
Yeah,
you want a bologna melt? You want a ham melt? Ham and cheese.
But
melt?
It does. It takes that plain old sandwich to a whole new level.
Yeah, especially when you put the blue plate on the outside of the bread and use that as griddle it.
Yeah.
Oh man. But you can use electric. Like you just plug yours in. It's not you could use a flat top, but this is the
same concept.
Pancake griddle is what I've always grew up calling. That's the only thing my mom would get out to cook pancakes on when she'd get that electric thing out.
I use it all the time. Mark wants to know what could be the best beef to smoke for tacos: brisket, chuck roast, or beef ribs, or I guess anything else.
The best. I'm gonna say cheeks.
Good call.
Cheeks.
Yeah.
Just all around in general, chuck roast, cheaper. I mean, brisket tacos are fine.
I feel like
short rib tacos are awesome too. It would go cheeks, short ribs.
If we're talking flavor, flavor.
Yeah, ultimate. And then probably chuck roast. And I don't usually do brisket tacos that much. I mean, I cook brisket to eat. But I mean, it works fine, but it's just the point in makes better tacos than the.
Yeah, if you could just find a point. Yeah.
Let me tell you what I saw in the community. Someone took beef short rib or beef ribs, dino bones, and made ravioli with it. Did you see that?
Yes, that looked awesome.
I want to know more about that. Like, how did you make the ravioli? Like, have you ever done that, Tyler? Made your own ravioli?
Mm-mm.
You got to make the pasta, then you got to make the pasta, then you got to put the other layer on it, and you got to have that little crimping tool that you roll down it. And then I guess you boil it a little bit, drop it down in some water. Is that how you cook those? And then serve it, and then have a sauce that you dress it with or something?
Yeah.
I want to know. Like, he didn't give any details. I want to know the details.
Yeah, he just put a picture.
Short rib ravioli.
I know the hardest part of cooking ravioli is getting the dough thin enough to make it, but thick enough to like hold whatever's on the inside so it doesn't come out. So I'll work on that for y'all.
Yeah. I'm never going to take the time to make my own ravioli. If I got to make my pasta, I'm a dry pasta guy. I'm not Italian. I don't have that Italian card.
I imagine you need one of those like dough rollers,
You'd have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to have the pasta attachment for your KitchenAid.
Yeah.
And you make your dough and then feed it. I don't think making the dough is the hard part because it's just like flour and eggs, ain't it?
Yeah.
They just mix it. It's real stiff, and then you mash it out and roll it through there. I've watched it done. We bought my brother and his wife pasta maker, and they got into it.
They did.
Stuff, but I'm not. I don't have that kind of time.
That's how I feel about homemaking bread. Like make your own buns.
Yeah,
I bet
I'm sure they're
delicious.
good. I'm sure they are.
And
where were we at where we got those schoolhouse rolls the other day? Oh, it was at Anglers in Sillamore. Man, that's worth the drive over there just to get the I don't know what lunch lady they got making those things, but these are the ones from back in the 80s. The big, fluffy, oh man, all you need is the mashed potatoes and gravy from school, the chicken nugget.
They were really, really good.
They were so good. They were better than Lambert's. And Lambert's has got some fine throwed rolls.
Smear some good old butter on it. Because they came out hot.
And man, just
glistening.
Melted the butter. Like, just looked at it, it just started getting sweet. They were good. Real good. That's one of my downfalls of yeast roll. That's what makes me so fat. My mom used to make them. God. Did she make cinnamon rolls with them?
That's the best cinnamon rolls you can get.
Yeah. Homemade yeast rolls, cinnamon rolls.
Because I'm not a big cinnamon roll person.
I used to get together at the Ladies Auxiliary Church, and they would have it was it chili and cinnamon rolls is what we did in Arkansas.
That's an Arkansas thing.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody else does it. It goes, though. A homemade yeast cinnamon roll with a bowl of chili. It ain't that weather yet. It's too early to start thinking about chili. But it ain't too early ever to start thinking about yeast rolls.
Chili sounds good. It's been a minute.
I may try to make some yeast rolls sometime for you.
You did try to make some Parker House rolls.
I made them.
Or you
what do you
did.
mean tried?
And you make biscuit.
Yeah.
You make
I could make some bread.
Biscuit.
I just don't have the patience to roll out the pasta. I know, like, I could get the pasta rolled out. I could get the thing layered on there. I could get the meat in the pockets. Mine would come apart when I tried to cook it. Like, I guarantee it would. And I'm just imagine all that short rib meat would just be out in the water. Be making soup at that point.
You just, like, with dry pasta, you don't get the airiness. There's not as much of a bite to it.
Is that what it is?
I like the fresh one, but like there's plenty of places like Hernando Kroger used to sell in the refrigerated section. You could buy like the fresh pasta straight from the
like
section.
that Bertolli brand or whatever. I've seen that,
and that was delicious, anyways. But now they don't. I don't know why they stopped selling it, but they did. And now the closest place I know is there's Lucchese's up in Memphis. I think it's off Poplar, and they have really, really good. Like we did that pasta contest. I cooked that, and it's just so good. But
I love Italian food. I just think making pasta, I just don't know. Seems difficult.
It does seem difficult.
Just a lot of steps. It's like making pizza dough. You got to do something for 3 hours and then let it rise and then let it do this and let it rise another 3 hours. Then let it sit overnight. And it's like, man, it's just easy to go buy a little of that. You know what I mean?
What does Aldi have them for $1?
$1, yeah. $1.
I always make fun of my wife when she makes sourdough because I'll say, thanks for saving us $1.
Yeah. It's hard to beat Wonder Bread, Sunbeam.
Yeah, but
a lot of effort goes. I'll tell you this: a lot of effort goes into making Leffe French bread. I know. Kroger or Walmart's got them for $2, $1.99, and it's
really good.
It's one of the best. Just loaf of French bread. I don't think you can make it. My time's worth more than that $2 it took to make that load. Now, if I was going to make a truck load, maybe. And sell them, but just to make a loaf of bread, no. That's too much trouble.
We focus more on the meat.
Yeah. Now you can't go to Kroger and buy a brisket cooked as good as a steak, already cooked. Any of that pre-cooked, like there's brisket over there pre-cooked in a little tray. Go ahead and buy that and see if that don't equate. But that bread, yeah, it's pretty close.
Close as I could get it, yeah. Well, Malk, that's all I have for you today.
That's all we got?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Tyler, I know we already talked about the competition that's going to be coming. Yeah. Or we ain't really giving no clues about it, but tell them about the community is all I'm getting at.
So head on over to facebook.com/H2Q community. Obviously, the contest we ran here today is from there, and then all the questions that we also answered were from that community. We're there all weekend sharing recipes and stuff like that. I know I like to post some stuff over the weekend and comment on y'all's stuff, so y'all head on over there and check us out.
All right. And Shell, where can they find us?
If you'd like to connect with Malcolm, it's HowToBBQRight on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and of course, YouTube. If you'd like to connect with me, it's Miss Southern Shell on Instagram and TikTok.
And we had that breaking news today, y'all. The app is back. The search function is working. So if y'all know anybody that left because they couldn't search on the app and refused to watch any of our stuff, please let them know that the search bar is working. They can come back if they would like.
And we'll be in Oxford this Saturday,
That's right.
11 to 2.
All right. And if y'all missed it, I was on the Barbecue Central show Tuesday. That was a good episode. We were talking about live fire grills, Santa Maria style, all that stuff. So y'all give that a listen too. Go check out Greg's podcast. It does a great job. We'll see y'all next time. We gone.